What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are starting off in Louisville, Kentucky, but we're headed back to Florida. Now, as many of you know from social media posts over the last couple days, Sarah has been having a moment down in Florida. She was not feeling good for her wedding the other day. She was having, some major stomach issues. Then fast forward to Saturday, we get Tropical Storm Claudette rolls through, and Sarah is driving to another wedding. The car floods out on her.
Stupid. Well, guys, this happened. I was on my way to a wedding, and in the way I was driving, the road was flooded, so I turned real quick down a side road, and it was even more flooded. The water's all the way up to my door, so my butt got out, and I'm taking cover under this awning. The rain subsided for a minute, but this is me waiting to be rescued.
So I have to go home. I have to figure out how to get the Kia home. I've got to get the backyard cleaned up. That brand new gazebo that we just put up, we haven't even used it yet, guys. Blew all across the yard, so I don't know what kind of shape that's in. So I thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride. Hopefully my flight is smoother today than what Sarah's weekend has gone. But we're gonna run in the airport, hop on a plane, get home, and see what kind of mess we got to clean up down in the Panhandle. Let's go check it out. So it did not take very long for bad luck to find me, which we just talked about outside. I have flown out of Louisville multiple times, and I have never been in a TSA line like this. So TSA, if you're not familiar with Louisville Airport, is like way down that way. We're literally at the front of the building. So I'm here like 2 hours early, and I'm hoping I still make the flight, but we'll see what happens. If not, Dad's on standby to come back and get me, and I guess I might have to drive to Florida today if I can't make this flight. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get up here and maybe TSA's just backed up for I don't know what, and we'll get through it pretty quickly. We'll see what happens. So a little more optimistic, guys. We did make it up to the actual carousel at TSA, so it's looking better now. Like, we're probably gonna be able to make this flight. All right, so I made it through TSA, and needless to say, that was hands down the craziest line I've ever experienced at TSA. Honestly, anywhere, like Atlanta, Orlando, all the big major airports. But I will say this, I do want to give a shout out to the TSA agents, because that line was long and they got us through it pretty fast. I was only in line for about 45 minutes, so not really at any risk of missing our flight. So that's a good thing, because I'm not gonna lie, when I stepped up there, I was a little concerned that I wasn't gonna be able to make this flight. So happy to not have to be driving back to Florida. Glad to be jumping on a plane. Now ready to get home, see my baby girl, see the boys, figure out what all we got to do to get everything straightened back up from the little mild tropical storm that we had moved through the area yesterday. So let's go hop on this plane, take off, and get home.
Photo shoot, but you guys know I had to stop and get some coffee, because coffee makes everything better. I mean, literally, that's what it says. Coffee makes everything better. Say it with me. Coffee makes everything better. Anyways, guys, I actually went to Cafe Bistro here in Pensacola Beach, because they definitely hooked me up with my coffee this morning, and after the morning I had yesterday, I needed this, guys. I needed it bad.
All right, nice smooth flight down from Kentucky. I'll be honest, I was thinking today was gonna be a much rougher flight than it actually was, because we did just have that storm front move through, and a lot of times when that happens and it is cloudy, landing's kind of tough. It's not a great flight, but it was actually a really smooth flight. Got here safely to Florida. However, when I landed, I had a text message from Sarah. She was actually supposed to do a sunrise photo shoot this morning, family photo shoot, and come to find out that did not happen at sunrise. It got delayed, so she is actually still all the way over in Pensacola Beach, just now starting a sunset shoot. So I'm trying to figure out whether I want to grab an Uber and like maybe head over and meet her halfway, or if I want to just wait here for her. I really don't feel like spending any more time in an airport today, but I think I'm just gonna like play it by ear, see how long she thinks she's gonna be. Of course, no fault of her own. I mean, she can't help it when stuff gets delayed, but I think this is just status quo for the weekend, guys. So let's see what the next step is. It's getting almost impossible even to find a lift anymore. I mean, I remember when people were stacked up waiting for fares at the airport, and now I've literally had the staff rolling for like 10 minutes just waiting on it to try to find me a ride, and has not happened yet. So I might be stuck here until Sarah can get here to get me. So I guess it's gonna be getting chicken tenders at the airport because there was no lift available anywhere. I mean, I sat out there and waited for almost like 25 minutes. And it kept kicking me off, and it wasn't just me, everybody was having trouble getting them. So I guess there was just no lifts available. So I'm just gonna chill out here and wait for Sarah to get here to get me. It's probably gonna be about an hour and 15 minutes. So it's okay, I don't mind their food too much. So at least I'm gonna get something to eat. I mean, it's not biscuits and gravy or cheese balls, but it's kind of like fried chicken. If I had to watch, you all would see that somebody is darn near 2 hours late picking me up from the airport. Look who finally decided to show up.
I got you, baby.
2 hours after my flight landed.
I had to work.
I'll keep you.
Promise?
Sarah did end up having to work this morning. I can't be too mad at her, but at least we finally got a ride home and I'm not stuck at the airport anymore. All right, so we are rolling back into Pensacola, and of course, it's raining. So I mean, because why wouldn't it rain after the weekend that they've had down here? We're on our way right now to go check on the Kia, make sure it's still there, make sure it hasn't been towed, because they did end up having to kind of leave it in like an empty lot, which I don't know if you can have cars there. I don't know what that whole situation is. So we're going right now to check on the Kia to see if I can get it started. If not, I'm gonna have to go ahead and have it towed back to the house. If you guys did not see what happened, Jack Motley and Samantha Motley came out and basically rescued Sarah yesterday during this whole fiasco after she decided to try to drive through Lake Main Street, is what we're going to call it. Lake Main Street, that's a good name for it. And they ended up having to come out. Jack pulled it out with his truck. I think Jack's going to make a whole video about that, so if it's not already up when this comes out, I think it'll be up soon. Make sure you jump over there and check that out. And he's got that whole water rescue issue over there. But we're going to go up here, and I guess now we're going to have to battle the rain. I was hoping I could do this while it was dry, but that just wasn't in the cards. So now we're gonna have to go up here and get wet all over again.
Oh,
which
no, I got an umbrella, see?
I am not using.
I got a really cute clear umbrella.
I'm not using your little girly clear umbrella to go. I would rather get wet.
But it's the dome kind.
I don't care. I would rather get wet than use that. I'm fine with just standing out in the rain. I mean, it's not lightning, so we can do this. Let's go up here and check on this car, folks. So here we are in the rain with the Kia. Sarah did manage to tear the bumper off somehow.
Hey, I tried to go to safety. See, that's what I was trying to do. I got to like right there and realized I was up like the creek, and I tried to make a hard right or left turn up into that parking lot right ahead, but I didn't account for that big dip in front of the parking lot, which was even more flooded. Sorry, baby. What's the verdict? So
definitely a battery issue. Dad did talk to his mechanic. My dad's a truck driver, and he has a mechanic that works with him, and he did say it could have just like thrown the battery for a loop. So I think the first thing we're gonna do before we tow it is try to jump it and see if that'll get us anywhere, and as we just go from there. I don't know.
We had some water yesterday in a little Kia. And
it was not completely submerged. I mean, the water was only up to the bumper. The motor was not submerged in water, but it shut it off, and now it's like, it's not even turning over. It's just clicking like the battery's dead.
You sure no water got in the engine?
Not sure.
I don't think so.
But there was, as soon as she hit the water, the engine shut off.
That's usually a sign that water got in it.
Okay.
Because a car can't combust water. If you try cranking it while it's got water in it, you'll blow it. You check the dipstick.
Boy, I'm going to do that before I jump it. I just got back into town. I was actually
just make sure it don't look milky.
Okay, so as long as if there's no water in the oil, then it shouldn't have gotten the engine, right?
Check your air filter.
Okay. Air filter.
If the air filter's soaking wet, then water went through there.
Okay.
Is it milky?
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely water.
Ooh, the filter's wet, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we just need to have her towed. So it's not looking good for the car, obviously. There was definitely water in the engine. Now we're coming to assess the second part, and that's the new gazebo that we've not even used yet. They got blown around in the backyard. We have had more damage from this little tropical storm than what we had from Sally. Like,
Well, I mean, we don't have trees left, so I mean.
Well, the funny part was,
We sure did.
I heard metal and I looked out my window and it was there and it was gone. So.
We got it up. It's not broke, thank goodness. Babe.
A little bit of bend, but it's not. This is not a total loss, so that's a good thing. So we do have this bar right here is bent, but I'm thinking I can get a replacement one of these. We've never used this, guys, so we put this together.
Well, we bought it like the first day we bring it home. We had all the screen out. We were like, this could be great. This little thing puts a hole, a tiny little hole in the screen, so little bugs can get in. But then this happened.
All right, guys, so that's going to be a wrap on this video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. It was a rough weekend for Miss Sarah, let's be honest. From Friday not feeling well to having to work a wedding to the storm moving in on Saturday, I wasn't here to help her because I was working a wedding in Kentucky. And that's a pretty gut-wrenching phone call when your wife calls you and tells you that she is stranded in water 700 miles from where you are at, and there's absolutely nothing you can do. Huge shout out to Yak Motley and Samantha for coming out and rescuing Miss Sarah.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you so much for rescuing me. I don't know how to repay you, but I'm gonna repay you guys. So dinner maybe, something awesome. We'll see.
On a bright note, guys, we are so close to 10,000 subscribers, and we have you guys to thank for that. So even when we have a bad weekend like we did this weekend, at least we can document it and put it out there, let you guys see that we do struggle sometimes. It's not all sunshine and lollipops down here in the Florida Panhandle, but you know what? We'll bounce back from this just like we always do with no problems. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in on each and every adventure, good or bad. We can't thank you guys enough. We'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye guys.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We cannot thank you enough for tuning in with us each and every week for all of these adventures. Make sure you leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought about this episode. We'd really like to hear from you. And if you're new here, we would love it if you'd take a moment and smash that subscribe button. I hope each and every one of you has a great week, and we can't wait to see you on the next one. Y'all take care, and we'll see you soon.